Oh, like, come on. Really? I hate this goddamn fridge. So a YouTube and Twitter friend of mine named Shut Up Carly has created a game of aesthetic YouTuber bingo. And if you're here to play that game, you're gonna lose. So, do I even need to tell you what day it is? It's Fadge Day. It's a magical day of the week where you guys ask me questions and I answer them the best I can. Such questions like, Sonia BVB asks, what places would I like to travel to? An early grave? Can I book a flight for that? There's nobody over there. There's never been anybody over there. And there will never ever be anybody over there. Lacey Jewel wants to know, what's my favorite MJ song? Don't Touch My Monkey. Diddle-diddle-doo, diddle-diddle-doo. Ow, don't touch my monkey. Diddle-doo, diddle-diddle-doo. Talk about my dick. I don't think Michael Jackson would ever use the word dick. He doesn't seem like the type. Black or White is a great one. I'm a Slay That Way wants to know why they're so obsessed with dead babies, and I don't know why you're asking me that. That seems like something you have to do a little inner soul searching to find out, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it's because you can use them for pretty much anything. I don't know, type it into Pinterest. I bet people are coming up with all kinds of creative things to do with their miscarriages. What do you take your shoelaces and you make a loop, then you tie it to your dead baby, and boom! You got yourself a little coin purse. Don't ask where the coins go. And with one simple Google search, I unfortunately found out that people have recipes to, for cooking that and eating it. I didn't look at any of them, but I gotta imagine anything you do to that is gonna make it taste better than how it already tastes. Put some paprika on that, and then throw it in the garbage. Go to McDonald's. Nicolette wants to know if you could read minds, whose mind would you want to read? I would not want to read anybody's thoughts, because I don't want to know and be responsible for knowing what terrible things people are thinking. If I read the wrong thought, then I would feel obligated to call the police, and then I'd have to explain to them how I could read thoughts. But if I had to read anybody's thoughts, I would want to read a stripper's thoughts, because I think strippers are probably thinking all kinds of hilarious things while they're stripping. Maybe I'll go to the bottom of the ocean and read the thoughts of a disgusting underwater fish, because I think they probably think a lot of terrifying things. I don't know, do I want to eat that fish that looks like an asshole, or that fish over there that looks like a worse asshole? Why does everything down here look like an asshole? With teeth. _houseplant wants to know, do you have any houseplants? Like I'm gonna tell a houseplant that I have one of its own kind imprisoned in my house. No, I think that all plants should be outdoors where you don't have to worry about watering them. That's the environment's job. Free the houseplants! You know what would be really funny would be to replace somebody's fake houseplant with a real houseplant and watch them be so disturbed when that plant dies. When you die, what do you want to be reincarnated as, asks Gianna Balderrama. I think it would be a lot of fun to be a pelican who has its life together, or a spooky skeleton, because at least a spooky skeleton has a purpose in life, which is just being a skeleton who happens to be spooky. Which could be any old skeleton, really, as long as that skeleton has enough oomph, or, you know, it's at least up and at 'em. Most skeletons are just lazy bones. Alright, I'll leave now, thanks. The Trash Can Lorax asks, why are trash cans treated so bad? Well, you see, trash cans are really taking one for the team. If we didn't have trash cans, then the environment would be sad. And that's science. Jenny Godwin asks, are your bowel movements fairly regular? If by fairly regular you mean on time, yeah. Width, length, and viscosity, not at all. Does your penis smell? Asks Sam Fall. Look, normally this would be the part of the video where I ask you to smell it yourself and let me know, but I mean, I can't smell it from here, so I'm gonna say no. I'm making a jacket. What animal do you think it should be based on? Asks Mediocre Princess. Not this one, not this one. I would be curious to see how you would make a jacket that would be based off of a blobfish, so make it happen! Do you like The Walking Dead, or is it just too cheesy, asks OK Jesse. I would say that the cheese has nothing to do with why I don't like The Walking Dead. The Walking Dead came around at a time where there was just far too many zombie things on TV, and this is just one more zombie thing I have to worry about. And I mean, it's not so much a zombie show as it is Jerry Springer, where there's sometimes zombies. Couples are fighting, chairs are being thrown, there's a little bit of racism, and every once in a while somebody shoots a zombie in the head. Desu Kane wants to know, if sadness and disappointment were a taste, what would they taste like? You ever drink the green tea they serve at a Chinese restaurant? What's the difference between traveling and throwing your suitcase and possibly yourself out of the window, asks Ezekiel. Oh, there's no way I'm going to pronounce your name right. I'm so sorry. Well, the main difference I would say would be when you're traveling, you're going widthwise across the planet rather than going depthwise. You know what I mean? I guess depending on what floor you are on the building you're throwing yourself out of, that could be considered traveling, really, because you are going a distance at a much faster rate than you would regular traveling too, so you're really getting more done by throwing yourself out the window rather than going on a car adventure with your family. JD Hartshorn wants to know, where's a good place to hide my food stash from my friends and family? Under a spider. Nobody looks at what's under a spider. Emma Ruth wants to know, what's your weird talent? I have 2 weird talents. One of them I'll show you now, only because I'm wearing the right kind of pants for it. Oh! Oh! Whoops! Oh, I just healed myself in the beanbag. That was the exact opposite of what I was going for. We'll give that one more try, yeah? Gotta get the stretch in. It's all about how much you stretch. My hammies. Gotta get my hammies all loose. Gotta get my hammies loosened and ready to go here. Hammies. I don't know what part of the body my hammies are, but I know they're important to get all stretched out here. Nobody likes a tight hammy. Alright, here we go. There we go. Good night, everybody. Lena Van Hattelo wants to know, would I rather be normal sized amongst giants or a giant amongst normal people? Considering I've already lived my life as one half of this question, I think I'd like to give the other half a try. Aga wants to know if I've ever dropped my toothbrush in the toilet. No, because I don't take shits and brush my teeth at the same time, but I have dropped an ex-girlfriend's toothbrush in the toilet. Sean Gallant wants to know, why is Strathroy a thing? If you don't know, that's the town I grew up in. Strathroy is a thing because, hey, banjo-related violence has to happen somewhere, right? Kyra Pierce wants to know what team I'm on in Pokemon Go. I'm on team, I've got too many other things to do, I don't have time to look for invisible animals on my phone. Team. We're working on the name. I'm also on team shitty phone who can't run games. So, I'm playing for both sides. Amanda wants to know what my method for tying shoes is. I just kind of slip them on and hope to God they're already tied. Discordant Soul wants to know, if I had to wear lipstick, what color would it be? Spaghetti sauce. And finally, Sydney E asks, if you could invent one alcoholic beverage, what would it be called and what would the ingredients be? I would call it the I Dare You To, and it would be a shot of whiskey, a shot of tequila, a shot of vodka, and a shot of grenadine, and then you fill the rest of the glass with warm hose water from the hose out back. So, have fun with that, I guess. And with that, that's enough. That's enough questions. So if you have a question for next week's Frequently Asked Junk, you can leave it in the comments below or do it on my Facebook and Twitter. And I'll see you guys next week. Oh, I know. I know. I know. I know.